No one likes to be told that they aren't cut out for what they aspire to be, that it's time to pursue another passion. However, are there times when it is necessary to utter those disheartening words, especially as a parent to their child? Where do you draw the line between having faith and skepticism? This story is about a parent telling her daughter to give up on becoming a doctor, as she is struggling with her studies in that field. There is a twist near the end of the story, so make sure you stay around for that. Today's tale: am I the antagonist for telling my daughter to give up on her dreams? Basically, I am a doctor who graduated from one of the top med schools in the country. Because of this, I know what it takes to make it as a doctor. My eldest daughter is also on a medical track. She goes to a top 20 school and is excelling. She is a junior and will probably get into one of the best med schools next year. My youngest daughter is not like us. For my eldest daughter and I, math and science come more naturally. It's not something we need to work hard at. My youngest daughter, however, really struggles with these topics. In college, she has to study for her STEM classes for hours and hours just to get the average grade at a school that's not very high. My daughter, to her credit, is a very hard worker and I admire that. However, that hard work could be placed to a field that she can really excel in instead of being a doctor. She will always struggle in med school, but she can take her talents elsewhere and become an amazing law or business major. The drama is that she called me yesterday and told me she had trouble getting accepted with an internship and asked if she could work with me this summer. I basically told her she should reconsider the medical professions because she spends all day studying and she is barely average, and I don't think she can succeed as a doctor. But I reassured her that it's okay and she can find something else to shine in. On the phone, she was really quiet, and I ended the phone call with, "I love you." After this, I have my eldest daughter, ex-husband, mother, and siblings spamming me and telling me to apologize. Youngest won't even pick up the phone. I understand that her feelings may have been hurt, and while that's valid, I think tough love will help her in the future. For example, it may have hurt her feelings when she was younger because I wouldn't let her eat cookies for dinner. But, as a parent, you need to protect your children, even when it hurts them in the short term. The issue I have with this kind of judgment towards your daughter is that, by discouraging her, you are saying that you know for certain she will not achieve her dreams as a doctor. Nothing is really certain in life, which is why your daughter is still holding on to that hope. Additionally, having a loved one give up on you is simply heartbreaking. And now for the update. My daughter unblocked me so she could call me, and she ripped me apart almost as harshly as you guys did, telling me I never believed in her, that I think she's an idiot, etc. I apologized profusely and told her that I didn't realize the damage I was about to do when I made my comments, and promised that I would support her in the journey in any way possible. I asked her if there was anything I could help her with to make this journey less difficult, and told her I'd find her an internship opportunity with one of my colleagues. The conversation was pretty heavy on both sides. The two of us couldn't stop crying, but it seemed like after my apology, we were in a better place. Despite still having reservations as her ability as a doctor, I was going to try to support her. Well, the semester ended and grades come in any day now. Last night, she sat me down practically in tears. She told me that she wanted to prepare me, but she was going to get an F in a class. I was literally dumbfounded. She told me she was caught cheating on a test. She basically blamed me. She said after our conversation, there was too much pressure on her, so she caved and snuck a whole sheet of notes into her test. That F, combined with an academic integrity violation, basically ensured that med school won't be an option anymore. When I found out, I was less angry and more extremely distraught. I apologized for putting so much pressure on her, but told her that being a doctor sincerely isn't worth losing her integrity. She told me that a part of her realized I had a point during our first conversation. She likely would not get into med school with her current grades, so she tried even harder to achieve her goals, studying long hours, using supplemental books, doing endless practice problems. But when she kept getting below the mean on her orgo practice tests, she tried it with notes and got above the mean. She thought it would be a foolproof plan. This is definitely not the update I wanted to give Reddit. Thank you for understanding. Here's the second update. My older daughter found the post and read it. She called me and was extremely upset, and told me not to feel bad for my daughter. Apparently, the reason my daughter was getting subpar grades was because she wasn't putting in the effort. She'd call me and say she spent hours studying and doing problem sets, but really has been partying and buying study sheets for tests. As I'm writing this, I'm dumbfounded and I can barely believe it. I don't believe it, to be honest. I'm going to approach my daughter and talk to her about this. Not sure if I'm updating again. Here's the third update. Daughter and I had a long talk, and it's a doozy. So, her freshman year, she actually put in effort. She was trying hard, so those hours of studying weren't a lie. However, she had a very traumatic life event that she did not tell anyone about, and spiraled after that. She stopped caring about her classes, thinking she could easily get a job as a doctor via cheating. She did illicit drugs basically daily. When I called her, she realized her lifestyle wasn't sustainable, as in she could not become a doctor and would have to put in effort to achieve that goal. But she wanted to continue her lifestyle, and then she got caught cheating. She told me she doesn't even have a passion for medicine anymore, or anything. She is just numb. She says it's easy to be happy around her family because we only see her for a short period of time. But she had been hiding her whole life in sadness from us. To me, this sounds like severe depression. We will definitely be going to individual and family therapy. Unfortunately, there isn't a happy ending that we hoped for. There may be many reasons as to why her life spiraled to that depth, but I believe the standard in which you hold her to be, along with the inevitable comparisons between siblings, brought her immense pressure and stress. It's very easy to feel inadequate and give up when all you see is your sibling's success. Therapy aside, I hope you will show her love and support in the future. What do you think of the story? Let me know. And that's all for tonight. Be sure to visit us next time. And if you want to, leave a like and subscribe.